This is modern day Jerusalem, but let's go back to the year 1135 to a place that up until this point had been conquered by Egyptians, Babylonians, Greeks, Romans, Persians, Byzantines, Arabs, Turks, and now Crusaders. Welcome to Crusader Jerusalem in 1135. This is the medieval Middle East, here are the Crusader states, and here is Jerusalem. So what's the story behind Crusader Jerusalem? It all starts with the Eastern Roman Byzantine Empire that was having some trouble with the expanding Seljuk Turks on its eastern flanks. They came to a head at the Battle of Manzikert, which really didn't go so well for the Christian Byzantine army. The loss caused a complete meltdown of the Byzantine state and allowed the expansion of the Seljuk Turks into Anatolia. So what could the Byzantines do to reverse this? After a lot of thought, they turned to their Christian brothers in the West. What's the worst that could happen? So the Byzantine emperor sent a letter asking for support to the Pope in the West. This guy, Pope Urban II. Over in Clermont, the Catholic Church held a special council in which Pope Urban II gave a rousing speech highlighting the need to help the Christians in the East and to recapture Jerusalem from the Muslims as a bonus. And so started the Crusades. There were loads of reasons for people to take up arms and go crusading, from conquering land, having all your sins forgiven, or because you're just a little bit bored. Some crusades achieved their goals, some crusades went really badly wrong, and some, well, let's pretend never really happened. And keep in mind, this isn't only a Christian versus Muslim conflict. It was way more complex than that, as rival states and political factions blurred the lines between religious enemies. Sometimes even there was Christians versus Christians, Muslims versus Muslims, and even Christians and Muslims fighting a common foe together. Yeah, it's pretty messy. Anyway, when the Crusaders attacked and finally conquered Jerusalem, they were welcomed as heroes. Yeah, not really. They persecuted everyone and killed a load of people. So, what to see in Crusader Jerusalem? There's the Islamic shrine of the Dome of the Rock, or repurposed under the Crusaders as the Church of Templum Domini, which means Temple of God. Inside, the Crusaders covered over the bare rock of Temple Mount with elaborate marble panels and an altar. Yeah, that didn't go down so well with the locals. Then there's the Al-Aqsa Mosque, now called Templum Solomonis, as the Crusaders thought that this was the actual Temple of Solomon, and over time it changed from being a mosque to a royal palace, then a stable, and later the headquarters of the Knights Templar, who are named after this building. The Templars were originally set up to protect Christian pilgrims from attacks and fatal injuries, such as from bandits and wild animals, but later the Knights became militaristic, organised a vast trading network, developed a form of early banking, becoming rich and powerful, and eventually, in the Middle East, the leading cause of attacks and fatal injuries. Over in Temple Mount, it was rumoured the Templars were involved in searching for holy relics, by excavating religious sites to see what secrets lay underneath. By tunnelling under Temple Mount, they apparently discovered the Holy Grail, the Spear of Destiny, and the location of the Ark of the Covenant. But did they? Finally, go see the construction site of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed to be the burial site of Jesus Christ. Now for years it looked like this as a 4th century church, until the year 1009 when the Fatimid ruler, nicknamed the Mad Caliph, decided it would be great fun to destroy everything Christianity related in Jerusalem. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre was completely obliterated. Maybe there's some sort of link here. Anyway, so when the Crusaders came, they started to construct a bigger and better church in place of what was once there. So what to see outside of Crusader Jerusalem? Go to the year 1291 to visit Acre. Through internal rivalries, powerful enemies, and all-round terrible tactics, the Crusader states by now have been reduced to the city of Acre itself. With overwhelming force, the Egyptian Mamluks are laying siege to the city. Battered and beaten, the last of the Crusaders managed to escape, hop on a boat, and set sail to Cyprus, thus ending, once and for all, the Crusader states. What are the final scores for Crusader Jerusalem? Lots and lots of religious stuff. It's getting a 2. If you like digging for holy relics, like destruction in the name of God, whilst waiting for yet another army to invade, then Crusader Jerusalem is the place for you.